All right, this next video, this is video number 2 for today, tonight, whatever. This has to do with being vulnerable with God and in prayer. So earlier today, I was in prayer and I was just doing like a lot of crying out of nowhere, just unexpected crying. I was like, why am I even crying like this? It was just a lot. And I'm the type of person, fun fact, I don't really like to feel, okay? Please don't get in my comment section telling me how jacked up I am, or any of that, okay? I'm working on it, but I don't like to feel, because when my emotions get to a certain point, whatever emotion it is, it doesn't just have to be crying. Just, if I can control it, I don't care what, happy, sad, indifferent, I don't care. I'll let it get to a certain point and I'll shut it off because I just don't like to feel. So I was just crying. I couldn't stop, and I was like, God, why am I crying like this? And he was just letting me know. He was like, and it wasn't even, it was like I was trying to do something so simple in prayer, and it wasn't anything deep like, oh, you were in worship crying. No, it wasn't even that. That's why I couldn't understand why I was crying. And then the Lord was like, you don't have to put on, what is it called? Put on airs. I think that's what it's called. He was like, you don't have to front with me. Like, you can be vulnerable. And as far as with God, I didn't think I still had an issue being vulnerable with him, but I guess it was the whole crying, and I was trying to stop myself, and I didn't understand why I was crying and all of that. He was like, yeah, you don't have to, just be vulnerable. So it was a very challenging time. It was a very, I don't even know what to call it. Prayer was just, it was something today. It was something. But he let me know that I needed to make a video letting you all know that even when it comes to being in the Lord's space, you need to be open, be vulnerable, be transparent. Don't be trying to fake. And again, if I told y'all what I was trying to do, it was something so simple, and I'm just like, why am I crying like this? But I'm working on my vulnerability, and things like that. But when it comes to the Father, right, he already knows. He knows everything. We can't hide anything from him. Even though we be acting like we can hide stuff from him, sometimes we can't. He knows all. He sees all, whatever. So just be open in prayer. And I believe when you learn how to be open with the Father, it just carries over into other aspects of your life. It'll teach you and help you to become vulnerable with who you need to be vulnerable with, because you don't need to be open and transparent with everybody. There are levels to this, baby. So that's a whole nother. But yeah, I feel like he wanted me to come share that, and that was a lot to even come share that. And yeah, but after it was said and done, I can say that I felt better after all the crying and just the crying sessions throughout prayer today. And I did feel better. But God, he's always up to something, right? He never does anything just to do it. So I know there was a reason for that. And when it comes to my heart, that's just a whole journey. Being open and trusting people and all of that stuff. Maybe that's why I just realized that. Maybe that's why he took me the way he took me today, because he's trying to work on my heart and being open and trusting and all that stuff. So yeah, just be open with the Father. I feel like I'm rambling, so I definitely have to go at this point. Bye.